Ladies and gents, good morning. Today we are going to be looking on Tink's Medieval Times Battles Bonanza at our first siege. This has been inspired by my work on episode 16 of Tink's Medieval Times Crusades O'Clock podcast, which will be coming out at the beginning of September. On the expansion of Baldwin I of Jerusalem. Baldwin is Jerusalem's first king, and he takes over a number of coastal cities during the course of his reign, the second of which is Caesarea, which is a city to the north of Jaffa and to the south of Acre on the eastern Mediterranean coast in modern-day Israel. I'm going to be playing today as the Emir of Caesarea, who was a man who really liked honey, apparently, and I'm going to be facing off against Baldwin and his Genoese allies, so let's have a little look. Now, in true Battles Bonanza fashion, here's one I made earlier, Siege of Caesarea, and we'll have a look at the two forces. I'm playing as Egypt. Caesarea in 1101, the year that this battle took place, was a vassal state of the Fatimid Caliphate in Egypt. The Fatimids do a pretty unimpressive job of defending these cities by and large, which isn't necessarily entirely their fault. I mean, the Fatimid vizier Al-Afdal does send an army to try and relieve the siege of Caesarea, but it turns up a couple of weeks after the siege is finished. But I'm playing as the Egyptians because their unit roster best fits the kinds of soldiers that the Emir of Caesarea might have had at his disposal. I'm playing against Baldwin I of Jerusalem, as I've said. With apologies to anyone from Genoa watching this episode, there isn't a Genoese faction on the Crusades module in Medieval 2 Total War, so I'm afraid that force is represented by Venice, which I know is at least slightly offensive, and that comes with unreserved apologies. Let's have a look at some soldiers. It's a siege, so I've not got many cavalry, but, you know, the Emir of Caesarea would have kept some Mamluks at his disposal. Here are mine. Most of my troops are going to be Kurdish auxiliaries from the north, a lot of archers, and a lot of militia troops. My opponents... Now, this is where it gets a little bit more exciting in terms of looking at the sources. One of the things that we know about the siege of Caesarea, the actual siege in May 1101, is that Baldwin I was so cheesed off with the fact that the people of Caesarea had actually decided to resist him, unlike at the previous siege he'd conducted at Arsuf, where they surrendered after 3 days, that he subjected Caesarea to 2 weeks of bombardment from mangonels. Here they are. There are 4 of them. I was going to put more in, but that became too expensive, and I would, I'd like Baldwin to actually have some soldiers as well, so you can see those are his soldiers. Not many archers, in fact, not any archers there. They're all combat infantry. The archers are brought with the Genoese, who are represented here. We've got some crossbow militia, spear militia, crossbowmen, some armoured sergeants, and a small number of knights. But Genoa, being a merchant republic in Italy, most of the troops would have been sailors, or possibly just kind of random adventurers and armed pilgrims seeking to engage with the time-honoured business of crusading. So, historically, the Emir of Caesarea lost this battle, so there's not a huge amount of pressure on me here. Let's see how we get on. There is quite a lot riding on this, because historically the population of Caesarea was butchered by the victorious Crusaders. Let's hope that doesn't happen today. And let's see what the Emir has to say. If anything.
Why have so many goats come to slaughter? Are we having a feast later? Well, to arms!
The Emir of Caesarea, a famously generous man, spent a lot of his time appeasing the Crusaders. I get the sense that he perhaps didn't particularly want to fight this battle, but his citizens did. So let's hope they're up to the challenge. Oh, look at this. It's set on two sides, and I love the fact that the medieval 2 Total War automatic deployment is just like, yeah, we won't bother defending the other half of the city against the Genoese. We don't need to do that. We'll just face Baldwin. I'm not going to do that. Why on earth have they deployed these archers over here? There's nothing there. Right. Okay. Keeping track of this could be a bit interesting. Well, let's divide our troops in such a manner. I probably will need fewer troops over here because the Genoese don't have any siege towers. In the siege of Caesarea, they'd just come off their ships, so they wouldn't have had any siege towers at that at the historic siege. So this isn't just me trying to make my life easier. I promise. Stacks of archers and some of these Kurdish fellas. But actually, I think the majority of this army will remain where it is, over here. And we'll see how this goes. Again, as I say, I personally don't have loads riding on this reputationally. Partly because my reputation is in tatters anyway, from some of the previous battles I fought on this channel. But also because this is quite a challenging battle for a garrison. So let's see how we go. We'll just hold these cavalry in reserve, just in case anyone comes through the gates. If any of the Genoese people come through the gates, then they're buggered. And let's get going. Right. Now, what are these mangonels going to do? That's the question. Trouble is, can't really see what's going on. Not very much on this side of the battlefield, but actually the old Genoese are piling in. Look at them! There's no stopping these guys, which is interesting given that they're actually much more poorly equipped to deal with this assault than the Jerusalemites are. Ooh, hello. Oh, I've made a bit of a blunder here. I'm just going to send these Kurdish javelin men there, and these guys here, and we've just got to hope that they get there before the Italians do. Meanwhile, large numbers of...
the invaders. Send them back whence they came.
Well, that's the general plan. That's the general plan. This is my cat. Just come to join the party. Oh, let's see these Italians ascend the walls. No, actually, let's not see the Italians ascend. Oh no, it's fine. We can do that because all of my troops are in position. But look at these ones. Particularly as they're more likely to get killed because they're facing Saracen militia at the other end. And I just think, oh, Saracen militia versus armoured sergeants in a normal fight is going to end up being for the armoured sergeants, but they're ascending ladders. And as veteran players of this game will know, attacking over ladders is one of the worst things you can do in life. Yep, game is confident. The Saracen militia have got this. How are things going over here? Oh, now these guys are fighting the feudal knights, but they're actually they're punishing them. Those feudal knights are having I think it's fair to say, a really, really unpleasant time. Where I'm going to be more interested is with these Kurdish javelin men. Oh dear. Now that's going to cause some problems, because whilst the fight on the wall is going really, really well, mostly, he says, having not really checked how the fight on the wall is going here. Oh, it's going really, really well. Wow. Ladders are awful. Why would you ever use ladders? If armoured sergeants can't beat Kurdish javelin men, literally what is the point? Now, we are going to be in a spot of bother here. It's very interesting, actually, that the Genoese have made quite a lot of headway. I'm not entirely sure, meanwhile, what's going on with our good friends in the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Oh, they're bombarding the living crap out of the wall, which is precisely what happened historically, although it's quite underwhelming. I was expecting a bit more than this. What's all this firework business? Just fire rocks at me. I mean, don't fire rocks at me, because I don't want you to destroy my wall. Wow, well, today's Baldwin is really unexcited about this siege. Ooh, these Kurdish javelin men are really unexcited about just generally being alive, partly because they won't be for much longer.
Ill news comes unlooked for. The enemy have taken our wall. Curse the sun that shines.
Oh, the
on
enemy
our
have.
disgrace. We must turn the wind
Oh,
of
this has
battle,
gone.
or
This
we
has
will
gone
face
fairly
ashes
horribly.
instead of victory.
How? What happened here? Oh, they've come up from the inside. Oh, that's devastating. Right, well, let's get the cavalry in here, because the cavalry might actually be able to do something about this. I mean, they might not. But seeing as the Crusaders on the other side of the wall have given me a free pass to do whatever I want, I might as well come and deal with this. Might be a bit too late, though.
Curse the sun that shines on our disgrace. We must turn the wind of battle, or we will taste ashes instead of victory.
That is true, and these cavalry are a long way away. And actually, by themselves, they're not going to be able to do very much. Oh, this is bleak. This is bleak. How did this go so badly so quickly? Probably because none of these combat soldiers are any use. Apart from the Saracen militia, who are definitely men of the match. Well, sort of. I mean, they're fighting the Italians a bit militia, so actually let's not get too carried away. Cavalry! Oh, street battle. This looks fun. Let's have a horseman's eye view. Given that I've basically lost this, we might as well enjoy the stunning 2006 graphics. Ooh. I mean, they are good. I love this game. Yeah, I mean, this is going poorly. Mamluks, it turns out, aren't actually that good, because they're losing against peasant crossbowmen. Oh, it's okay. I think it's because their charge was a bit lame and now the rest of these cavalry have turned up. Who's fighting to the death? Oh, my soldiers. That's not good. Wow, this is really not good. How are peasant crossbowmen winning in a fight against cavalry that have just charged them? Honestly, this is quite a painful thing to watch. I'm actually going to withdraw. What's going on over here? I mean, nothing seems to be the order of the day. This is just useless, isn't it? Why are they not attacking? Oh, they're going to try and destroy the wall first and then attack. Doesn't really seem to be working brilliantly, though, does it? Now, why is it? Are my towers destroying? Is that what's happening there? Cool, they really seem to have it out for this house. Well, this is dull. Let's go back to my soldiers being massacred. That's much more fun. I wonder if what I need to do is lure these guys into this square and then just absolutely clobber them from various different directions. Oh, but they're crossbowmen, so they're not going to be lured into the square, are they? Because they can just sit here and shoot me. Oh, talking of which, that's what they're doing. Let's try and kill them again. I can't believe these cavalry are so bad that they actually can't kill crossbowmen. Crossbowmen's IV. Here we go. Okay, bye then.
Curse the sun that shines on our disgrace. We must turn the wind of battle, or we will taste ashes
That's
instead
more
of
like
victory.
it. Battle of balance of forces are evenly matched. How? How are they evenly matched? It doesn't make any sense. Ooh, those spear militia are waiting to punish these
Only
cavalry
half
for their
the enemy
misdeeds.
force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight.
Oh, I didn't kill all the crossbowmen. Oh, this is one of the worst battles ever. But also, I mean, there's been some amusing moments. And now those spear militia are in the way of those crossbowmen. And I think my cavalry are out of range. And they're going to move into this trap. So I can now fight this totally irrelevant little combat. I'm actually wondering, I'm going to bring some spear militia in. Because, assuming that oh shit, the Crusaders are doing stuff. Hang on, what's going on there? They're doing stuff. Okay, don't panic, but do panic. Things are happening. Ladders. Ladders at the walls. No, stop, Saracen militia. You might actually be needed to do something useful there. Oh, we'll let them get on with that. Back to the cavalry. Okay, charge. I think these spear militia are about to have a really unpleasant time.
The ladders have reached the walls. Defend your homes and women. Let them go no further.
Oh, that's, you know, one small triumph. One small step for man. Right, they are literally all dead. Oh, we might even be able to kill their general. Hey, let's try and kill their general. He's only got 9 soldiers for some reason. That's exceptional news. At some point I will go and look at what the Kingdom of Jerusalem is doing. But this is a bit of the battlefield where I might not get totally crushed.
Have reached the walls. Defend your homes and women. Let them go no further. Our men have slain the infidel general.
Oh, good work, Emir of Caesarea.
Been cut off. The tail is sure to wither.
Well, you say that, but I wouldn't be so confident. Let's have a look and see how these Saracen militia are doing. Oh, really, really well. Oh, that's great news. However, now that these guys have woken up, any chance of me winning this siege has pretty much gone. Which is saddening. I'm going to move these guys down here because they are doing nothing of any great value. And... oh, that's unfortunate. Victory is a possibility, isn't it? Because Desert Archers are one of the worst combat units on the game. Because they're not a combat unit. Anyway, never mind.
Those cursed vipers are at our gates with their ram.
I think those cursed vipers have got this one, my friend. Oh dear, not least because these cavalry are knackered. I mean, there's a lot going on. Ooh, there's a lot of armoured sergeants there. Yeah, this really is a case of who's...
shines on our disgrace. We must turn the wind of battle, or we will taste ashes instead of victory.
boiling oil. Yeah, sieges are so much fun. Unless you're a set of reinforced gates. Less fun then. Well, where are the... ah, there they are. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to stick these guys here. Go on! Run, 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 run! Because if you catch them where the boiling oil is, they're all going to die. Oh, amazing work. Got to be honest, these Saracen militia literally could not have done that better if they tried. It would be nice if they were facing the right way. Actually, they could have done that slightly better. But these guys are not going to have... they're not going to be enjoying themselves much, I think it's fair to say. Oh. Oh, I assumed I was going to just lose this. But no. Interestingly...
Pray our warriors' hearts fill with thirst for vengeance.
That's tragic. Oh, what a way to go. I actually don't know how the real Emir of Caesarea died, but I don't think it was doing what he loved, which is eating honey. I'm a bit more interested in this. I'm sorry, I've actually given up on any pretense of winning this battle. I just want to see how the boiling oil has done its work. Let's have a look at the bodies. Oh, there are loads of bodies. But are the Saracen... will they hold? Victory is a distinct possibility. Anything could happen. I'm excited. You're excited. These Saracen militia are excited. These Al-Ashir infantry are significantly less excited because they're not that good. Ooh, but actually, yeah, the old Kingdom of Jerusalem... God, I've killed Baldwin I of Jerusalem!
The tail is sure to wither.
Right, well this has just got a lot more exciting. I mean, my chances of winning are still small, but this Jerusalemite army is done. And whilst fleeing, having boiling oil poured on them, this is tragic. Well, look, in the end, guys, whatever happens, these Saracen militia are unquestionably the men of the match. Without question.
Our cursed enemy is in control of the city.
I think our accursed enemy is going to remain in control of this city.
Our cursed foe has lost control of the city.
Oh. Well, that was stupid of them. Oh, no, it wasn't. Because you know where they'll be coming. Well, they'll be coming this way, but actually, why don't they just stay in the... Why don't they just... Oh, I see. Because people who've run away have turned up. Oh, well, actually, that's not wholly unhelpful. I've won. I've beaten Jerusalem. This is like Civitate all over again. Well, no, it's not yet. Let's not get carried away. I think the Genoese might still have this. But this Jerusalemite army is... It's had it. Well, let's not pursue them, because you're not a very effective unit. No offence. But a bit of offence. You're a bit shy. Okay. They're running away. I think it might be time... Oh, the mangonels! But yeah, I mean, by themselves, the mangonels are not really a battle winner, are they? Let's pull these Kurdish javelin men off the wall, and let's go and do something. I'm actually going to leave these Saracen militia here just in case any of those people rally. But actually, a lot of the rest of these guys can come and engage with a kind of little capture the flag scenario. Oh dear. No, this is unfortunate. Mind you, their morale is really shot at bolt, isn't it? I mean, so should mine, except I'm defending. I also have 90 seconds. Yeah, in fact, actually watching this when I have 90 seconds to do something about this not becoming a defeat is probably unwise. Right, let's just redeploy everything. .60 seconds to go. It's all contingent on spear militia. Oh no, it isn't. It's not contingent on anything. What happened to... Oh, they all died. Fine. Wow, these guys are having a really bad day in the office. But they're still going to win! I actually don't think I'm going to get there on time. This is a terrible way to lose this siege. Terrible and saddening in equal measure.
Quickly, Almighty One! We must regain command of the city soon, or all will be lost.
It will. I think it all is lost, I'm afraid. I don't think 28 Al-Ashir infantry are going to be able to defeat the entire Genoese army in 15 seconds. I just don't see it happening. But they're going to give it a jolly good go. Oh, look at that! I mean, I've lost this battle, but I feel in my heart that I've won.
Life is made of 2 days. One which is sweet, and the other is bitter. Today, we must eat the bitter.
Wise, wise words. Well, that I have to be said, it has to be said, was actually quite a lot more exciting than I was expecting it to be. I lost, just as the Emir of Caesarea did in 1101, but I think this is a first on this channel. I lost better, because the Emir of Caesarea didn't kill Baldwin of Jerusalem, didn't drive back the entire Jerusalemite army, did get killed, but probably not by being shot in the head by a crossbow, and the entire population of his city were massacred. So, you know, I mean, I think it's fair to say that this was a win, even though it wasn't. Captain Hazem was the Emir of Caesarea. Captain Anselm was Baldwin I, King of Jerusalem. Captain Bartolomeo was some Genoese guy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. See you next time.